2, 1. Eternity Wires Online. Hello, gamers, streamers, viewers, ladies, gentlemen, and strangers. Welcome to the second part of chapter 26, where we are trying to get through the Iskander Wells third and kind of last uh, encounter. This is, of course, purely RTS map, mostly, and let's just get to it. Starting the playlist, starting the game, initiating everything. And I hope this time we will not have the glitches. I've kind of improved a little bit performance of the GPU unit. Should be a little bit better, hopefully. Sorry for this crash, it's kind of hard to have a balance between the good picture and let's have this auto save. I think it's what. a fire of 35.
I'm standing still while they divide into perfect lines, calculated time.
So, still. Fire.
Every hand raised at once, every breath in perfect sync. You used
Building
to dance
completed.
so wild and free. Now you're just another piece of their machinery. Listen close, something's wrong in this place. Everyone's got that blank look on their face, moving like puppets on invisible strings, while some foreign signal makes the body sing. I try to match their rhythm, but it feels so cold, like some digital pulse that's taken hold of everyone I used to know in here. Now I'm watching all my friends disappear. Music's
Building
changed,
completed.
it's in their blood, a frequency I can't
Come on.
understand. You reach for me with empty eyes. Should I take your hand? Why am I the only one who moves this way? Why do their eyes all blink the same? Why am I the only one
Building
who
completed.
moves this way? Like I missed the rules to their game, to their perfect game. The beat goes on, they dance all night. Perfect motion devoid of life. I'm running from this symphony before it finally catches me. Catches me, catches me.
Watchtower. So, how much should be the first one? And what will be next? Okay, so
Building completed. Building completed.
14, so how many left?
Building completed. Building completed. Building completed. Building completed. Building completed. Building completed.
It's a good thing we got this iron for us. Forest, hunting,
Building completed.
more. course, this one is not very.
Building completed.
Was glitching. Therefore, another worry. We are not 4, 5, 6 volleys. Alright, I'm thinking about some other color.
Postcard on a magnet, lacking fence in a crossway. I trace each line with my finger. Morning mail brings your letter. Characters I don't understand, but I see how you press the button like painting little pictures. Got the translation
Building
up
completed.
open, second guessing every stroke, missing pieces of you in the dreamy smokes. Your words look like art I can't read, but I
Building
feel like
completed.
they mean. Your words
Building
look like
completed.
art I can't read. Beautiful mystery. You drew a small heart in the corner next to what might be a friend. The coffee stain tells me more
Building
than
completed.
any dictionary could.
Building completed.
Running each line through screens, digital voices speaking cold, missing pieces of you in between these marks. Your words look like art I can't read, but I feel what they mean. Your words look like art I can't read. Beautiful mystery. Sometimes I imagine you're sitting at your desk and so carefully choosing each symbol, hoping I'll understand what your heart's trying to say. You'll keep
Building completed.
carry friendship.
Building completed.
I'm on.
This one as well.
Building completed.
I'll keep every letter, our
What
gallery of friendship on my wall.
Yeah, this all the other discovery.
You keep staring
Building
at
completed.
those artifacts behind the pristine display.
Building completed.
Every night you come back here,
We're being attacked.
something pulls you closer to what's trapped inside.
Just looking at them.
The symbols on your fingers now, trace them in your sleep. Your eyes are different lately.
eagers to go against Nicola.
Can't recognize you anymore. Your voice speaks ancient words. The glass begins to crack. They're coming through. Cases shatter one by one. You set them all free. Your smile so empty now as we rise.
Kind of mass Urba is an interesting thing.
Kisses shines on vital. You set them all free. A smile so empty as they rise. Ancient words upon my blade. Skill and faith all starts to fade. Breaking through what used to be. Something strange inside of me. The leading memory. Pressing binary. What am I becoming now? When two worlds align somehow. Sacred steel within my face. Sucked into your stars. Technology rewrites my ways. When man is George, ancient wisdom, future sight. Merging as the cold ignites.
Building completed.
We rise.
Okay, we need to reconfigure our wands.
Monastery walls decay. While machines begin to pray.
To the towers this time.
Circuits flow through sacred grounds. Past and
This
future
force
spin
will be-
around.
And this force
Breaking every boundary between
Building
you and
completed.
me. What we were is fading fast as time might slip right
Building completed.
past. Sacred steel within my face. Such feel to your style. Technology rewrites my ways. When young is just ancient wisdom, future sights merging as the code ignites. We rise, we rise.
Building completed.
We rise. Long to serve both worlds at once. Longing lines between what was pure and what's become more than we could dream. Secret steel within my veins.
It's kind of ready to kill it down.
Rewrites my ways.
The page,
Sights merging as the code
I think we
ignites.
should encourage it. not in this third house. It's over here. With this build, we get all the resources for ourselves. So previously it was
Building completed.
yeah, I might be already good. So none of this constraint. This guy's cost lane there. Oh, this guy not. Oh, I can do however much I want to. It's this costs one
Feel the pulse beneath your feet. Fire's out there, Sata. Let it fill you, let it be.
We need to brew more lenya.
yes, I know, but kind of it's a very he will be able to build them.
I've held this
Instead of
line
me,
for
then.
20 years.
It's
The force that flows through you and me. Keep your shoulders strong and swear. From the chestnut, from the throne, let it shake your bones tonight. From the earth into your core, stand around and hold the line.
I'm thinking if I would be like approaching this site earlier, like on the go beginning, I don't be able to have this something anyway.
Watch my movements, match my stance, plant your feet into the soul. Breathe with me now, time to dance. Let the rhythm make you whole. Feel it build with a voice. Getting strong, as I do. Can't turn back, need not fire.
Alrighty,
Louder now,
we are
they're
good.
testing us. Don't break the chain, stay with
Actually,
me.
less
Your
than
voice is power, let it surge. Become the wall they cannot
think
breach.
we
From
are
the
fine
chestnut,
here.
from the throne, let it shake your bones tonight. From the earth into your core, stand your ground and hold the line.
Let's see what it is.
sight. You always warn me of this night, when flesh and metal would unite. I'm changing faster than before.
What now? Stampede. Assault the neutral forces. I'm sure those soldiers have fled. Already notified Mike. Whoever is controlling them.
Good. I'll tell our men to set up some defenses. Yes. Understood. Then we best get started.
Remember when we used to say we stayed by this fray? Now battle comes run through my veins and binary fills my brain.
Yeah, so we need to cover this thing and those little entrance over here. We've got to get
Building completed.
the wheel up and running, armor up and running, and our force.
They say that change will set us free, but freedom's not what I can see. Each upgrade strips humanity until there's nothing left of me.
Building completed.
I'm changing faster than before. The stars are calling anymore. Can't feel my heartbeat anymore. What have I become for this war? As metal claims my vital parts, I hope you'll read these breaking words. The price of victory runs deep when steel consumes what makes us weak.
Building completed.
Yeah, sorry like this. So we need to pull back the
Building
towers,
completed.
'cause
Another battle starts to rage. Through the smoke I see your face. Something feels so
Building
wrong
completed.
today, like I've lived this twice before. The uniform you're wearing now, I swear I've seen it somewhere else.
Building
My head's
completed.
shaking as I aim, because I know, I finally know. I see my own face in enemy lines, fighting myself
completed.
through space and time. Every world I try to save leads me back to the same
Building
place.
completed.
I see my own face in enemy lines. We're all the same. Different worlds keep burning down. Different weapons, different crowns. But the eyes that stare me down are the ones I see at home. Each dimension tells the tale of how I thought that I could win. But every time I pull the trigger, I'm killing who I could have been. I see my own face in enemy
Building
lines,
completed.
fighting myself through space and time. Every world I try to save leads me back to the same place. Lost in my own failure lines. We're all the same.
With nothing to thank you for. Just fight.
How many times face to face with destiny. 1,000 versions of what I could be. The war ends when I realize I'm both the weapon and the shield.
Building completed.
I've seen my own face in enemy lines, fighting myself through space and time. Every world I try to
I think
save
we'll
leads me back to
deal with
the
that.
same place. I've seen my own face in enemy lines, but all the same.
Building
Let's
completed.
drop save game. We have 4 minutes left, and we fortified this border. We still have this, because if we drop the farm boys, what we can possibly do. We can one more slot. Let's do another donor. I mean, computer will be able to balance out this. Elements, but we are good. That's what's important. Was timer or no?
Building completed.
Was timer run off? Well, then we'll be only watching. Oh, I know. Ah, wait a minute. Oh, we can just send the resources which we have? Ah, no, it's minus 20. So it's kind of wouldn't be completely charged. Well, it might be completely charged. Then, yeah, we'll take 90%. Or no. Ah, yeah, to complete assignment. Okay. And then, yeah, but 33% is required. And we will not have it, but the computer player will probably.
Flows through me. I am the wall, born from your voice. Every breath you take shapes what I become.
Forward one.
Your breath is before. Your chants make me real. I'll wrap around you like cover. So morning comes. Your breath gets before.
Building completed.
I stand guard tonight. No harm will touch you while your voices rise. Listen close as I tell you how it happens. Each syllable builds me up like stacking bricks. Your voices bleed together, make me solid on the shield that keeps the dark stuff out. Been doing this since the great-grands were young. Each generation adding to my strength. When you think you're tired, about to give up, remember I need you just like you need me. Keep the chant going, don't let it break.
Building
'Cause I'm
completed.
only as strong as your faith.
come out. Doesn't matter. I gave this guy all kind of resources in case.
Trying to reveal the full plan, I guess. How are we supposed to get behind their lines?
You're gonna meet with an insider. Hertz.
A spy?
Yes. He's been sounding out the purity since your escape from Great. One of Sentence's former men. He will wait for you near the border wall to the east. No, I killed him. I hate to shatter.
Sure,
Yeah.
likewise.
Our allies are under attack.
I say that you're not.
The shield, born from your voice, rest now. I watch, I protect.
Oh, are they just pushing through empty things? Motherfuckers.
Our allies are under attack.
Oh, you be.
Our allies are under attack.
That should slow their attacks.
Our allies are under attack.
Alright. Is this guy healed?
Good job. That should slow their attacks down a bit.
Our allies are under attack.
I don't know, kind of this guy died for nothing.
Pervious, isn't it?
Aye, and you are Taha. I don't think you remember me, do you?
Should I?
Never mind. So Angar told me about your mission. Mind control, shaper runes. It all sounds quite adventurous, if you don't mind me saying. So here's the situation. If those rune carriers exist, they would probably be in the northwest, in the old Iskander loyalist camp.
Speaking of it, where are the Iskander loyalists now?
Dead, mostly. The purity gave them a chance to repent, but most of them wouldn't. It was pretty ugly. I didn't get the smell of burnt meat out of my nostrils for the next 2 days.
I see. But how do we get past that wall? Why did the Purity build it to begin with?
Purity? No, you misunderstand. It was House Utran who gave the order, because those refugees wouldn't stop coming. But to answer your question, there are 2 ways I know of. The first one leads, brace yourselves, through the gate. It will be very hard to find an opening, though, with all the troops swarming through.
And the second one?
That one's a tad trickier. Apparently there are tunnels smugglers once used to get wares over the Utran border. Word has it that some of the refugees used it to get across too.
Both ways sound pretty risky to me. The first one because it might get us killed. The second one because it will cost us time. And we don't even know if it exists.
Well observed, Tahar. But I'm afraid it's all I can offer. Once you make it past the wall, it should be easier. Just make sure to avoid the patrolling troops.
Any idea where those tunnels could be?
None. But if I had to make a guess, I'd look close to the wall itself.
You said that we met before?
Aye, but I don't think now's the time to discuss the old days, is it?
Alright. Thank you, Herbius.
Nothing to thank me for. Just, if this mind control thing is real, you have to put an end to it. Nobody should have that power.
I'll try. Stay safe.
Oh, actually, I didn't see that. Oh, wait, what? Master Thief. Shit.
You have my attention.
I don't have any dexes.
What the? Who are you? What do you want from me?
Relax. We're not your enemy. We need your help.
My help? But I'm just a traveler.
No, you're a refugee. So, tell me, do you know anything of old smuggling tunnels that could help us get past the Utran wall?
And if I do,
Then it would be greatly appreciated if you told us.
I get that. But I mean, what do I get in return?
Beach sharing sunshine, cold drink beside me.
How much?
No, you misunderstood. I don't want your coat. What I want is my things back. Simple as that. I was in the bushes taking orders when the Utrans showed up in the camp, and I had to make a run for it.
And now you want us to get them back for you?
That would be great, yes. I can't go out there by myself, not without a weapon. And if you like that,
It's all right. We'll do it.
I know you've had a hard time, but so did we. Give us that key and give it now.
but so much for not my enemy, huh? Fine. Seems like I don't have much of a choice. Yes, I know about the type. About the one in the northeast, that is. Lots of the other refugees tried their luck there. But from what I've been told, those Utran bastards plucked them right out from the hole on the other side. Not worth it if you ask me. As far as I know, one of the refugees hid the key near the camp, under a rock, for any other soul who wants to follow.
Near the camp under a rock is very specific.
Right below the Godstone. You can't miss it.
All right, that'll help. Thank you.
It's not like I had much of a choice, did I? Now, if you don't mind, I got things to attend to.
Go ahead.
Summer was just a lie. Still here, something's always waiting in places safe it seems. Paradise was just a lie. Every time I close my eyes, I see it crawl and creep.
Our allies are under attack.
Oh, so he had his armor thing.
She steps into the basement club at midnight. Bass hits her chest like a tidal wave. Through strobing light she sees them sway. But something's off about the way they move today. Something's different. The beat controls their bodies now. Synchronized and calculated.
Unscaped thing.
Everyone's dancing but nobody's home. Blank expressions, flesh and bone. Everyone's dancing but nobody's home. They're all connected, she's all alone. The DJ's booth stands empty in the corner. The music plays without a human hand. She watches couples turn in perfect time, like programmed dancers in a silver lamp.
So they manage, okay?
Look at them move like circuits in formation, no hesitation, pure coordination. Every
Will I
motion
be able
locked in
to
automation, lost in a rhythm of assimilation. She's witnessing mass manipulation through sound waves and pure determination. The frequencies got them in isolation, while she's the last one standing in this nation. The walls are pulsing to the
Let's
code, ancient signals through the floor. She sees
Alright,
their
here we
eyes
go.
begin to change as consciousness transforms. The crowd moves as a single mind, no resistance left to find. Break up, dancing through the night. Everyone's dancing but nobody's home. Blank expressions, flesh and bone. Everyone's dancing but nobody's home. They're all connected, she's all alone. She backs away toward
They
the
killed one of our heroes.
as the
Ah, I
dancers
understand.
start to turn. Their hollow eyes all lock on her. The last
Yeah.
line left to burn.
Alright, here we go.
Let's just stay grouped and focused.
Everyone's dancing but nobody's home. Everyone's dancing but nobody's home.
Let's see.
Purifying shield by Sam.
Seems we got lucky. Corporal?
Sure.
As you want.
There you go, it's paper.
found your markings in the dark. Traced each curve with trembling hands. From the smoke I read your signs. Tell me why you call me here. Little voices in my blood, singing songs I shouldn't know. Your presence burns beneath my skin, can't wash away these stains. Metal screams against my teeth as I speak your sacred words. The air glows thick, my bones vibrate with frequencies divine. Endless flowing time dissolves everything I thought was real.
Our allies are under attack.
Your reflection in the flame shows me what I've done. Brave into it, flesh and mind. The price was clearly marked. I should have known the cost would grow with every word I learned. Breaking through the veil tonight, tearing down the walls of light. You were never meant to rise. Now we both will pay the price. Submerged in liquid certainty, the truth floats up like oil. I am the vessel, you are the void, we are undone.
Our allies are under attack. Our allies are under attack.
What do we need?
Our allies are under attack.
Yes, okay.
Mother, my voice shakes. First time standing in this circle,
Need to move it there.
watching your steady eyes, teaching me how to stand. Feel the ground beneath, other voices growing stronger. Your hand guides mine up into dark and air. You say our breath makes walls of light. We keep the village safe tonight. Now I understand, as we stand here shoulder touching,
Understood.
words paint across skin,
Alright, kind of one thing left is that
barriers where
box over there, which requires
You say our breath makes walls of light.
Dex users.
We can't make the lips safe tonight.
I don't know if we will be able to return or not.
Aeneir's light. Intruders.
Myra, run!
Myra, run.
That's her. That's Lady Myra.
And 2 lightningers. What about your rune tar? Didn't Iskander say it would react if another rune carrier is nearby?
Yeah, and I think it does. Let's go and take them out.
Walking metal into dust, drinking fury from a cup. 10 battalions at my feet, making weapons from the heat. Through the valleys made of bone, past the chambers built of stone. Every strike a step above, trading scars for something love. They call me reckless, call me wild, when I led armies through the fire. Metal screaming, engines burn, no way forward, no return. My hands reach higher than before, breaking limits, wanting more. Trading
Quite a
blood
fight.
for something pure,
See if they have the rune.
making strength from what I've learned.
They're connected with you. Just like the Harbinger's rune did.
What I've learned.
I think you can control Lady Myra now.
Then let's go find her.
Just to kind of go.
Drawing maps across the waste, making missile states in space, feeding hunger to the flames, teaching darkness how it change. Through the chambers of the raw, past the edges we call laws. Every failure builds me strong, trading weakness for a song.
Two things.
Allies are under attack.
Lady Myra?
Lady Myra.
Sarek's fangs.
How do you feel? Are you wounded?
How do I feel? Am I wounded?
What now?
What now?
Order her to stop the assault on the fortress.
All right. Command your men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Uhtran house is now no longer allied with the Purity, but with Northander.
I command my men to lay down their weapons and stop the assault on the fortress. The Uhtran house is no longer allied with the Purity, but with Northander.
She sounds different than when the Purity priests commanded her.
Probably her mind just needs time to adjust.
All right, good work. Let's tell our people we're ready to head back to Molandir.
So, question. Yeah, saving. Two things. Either we, use the potion of restart and grab these chests, or we or we just return to the Jax guy and make an And it all depends on we'll be able to where's the game? Server.
I've seen it all before. Time splitting at the
this way.
seams. 1,000 battles rage, while no one hears my screams.
Try to revisit this map.
The truth was
But
written clear in
instead of
pages
being
torn
this-
and old. But pride has made them blind to what the future holds. The scrolls hold true, but
this
no
guy?
one holds
I don't use gore much. Oh, that guy. Oh yeah. Then the auras and super aura guy. How much do you need? 24, 20. It's 44, 60, 84. 84 focus to run all this stuff.
Breaking walls between the worlds, seeing every fate unfold.
And as
Ancient
much as
words
this
and
screen includes
future
block and
signs
so
tell one story yet untold.
and
Away the parts and future side gets heavier each day as time keeps splitting more. The weight upon my soul gets heavier each day as time keeps splitting more, and hope just lifts the load. The scrolls fall through, but no one heard. The earth comes crashing through every time, through every war. The same rules start.
Yeah, because he transforms, yes. He's have this
I tried to
increased
warn them
damage,
all,
yes. Kind of empower
but time
helmet and sword.
won't let me
I
change.
almost never use this Earth
The truth remains the same.
right.
While was
Ron, on the other hand, he have light magic, and he have this aura, and yes, he can be like this damage dealer as well. Plus, he on every kill he restores. That's a fortune. Restoration. Yeah, it's nice. Can use this bow now? 9 dex. This one scales with dex. Look at the... I have a spotlight. Just every 2 seconds, service and everyone will.
Small flame burns bright, I strike the match.
North Lake.
Words on my tongue like burning wax. Why have I done? Little child,
Let's
sing
story.
your voice so sweet, but something's wrong. Can't feel my feet. work costs more than the lives. Each word costs more than the lives. Each word costs more than the lives. No going back now. Machine heart beats inside my brain. The words control can't stop the pain. I'll take it, my soul will rip out. I'll keep to silent.
It's not just that. Fair breathing, but it doesn't stick to mud.
All your lies can't escape. Each word costs more than the last. Each word costs more than the last.
Yeah, he's not that character.
Each
They
word
didn't
costs
make
more
it
than the
scary.
last. Deeper.
What kind of piece? Ah, amulet.
You give me last praise now. Inside my mind. Full price paid, no peace I'll find.
What does this skill do? Weapon, Constitution.
It's almost time. You
Oh,
wander deep, your face I see. The bone shows truth, you're truly me.
I mean, we might take this fire thing.
We are
90%. This guy can have power. I can put bleach. Tries because nobody can put that solution or in it or something. Great. Alright, yeah.
begins again. Different place, same hell to pay. I recognize these screams. They echo endless maze. Through every world I see, it's all the same to me. Each world wants the sucking way, sucking way. I crossed 1,000 lines just to watch them fade. No matter what we change, what price we pay, it all comes crashing down day after day. Я видел каждый бой, все миры горят со мной, круг сомкнулся вновь, история течет как кровь. I translate the warning signs written in their dead men's eyes. The clock strikes just like then. Here comes the rain again. Different soldiers die. Same mother's gonna cry.
Let's fight against that soul. Let me recheck.
Each world burns a second way. I've crossed 1,000 lines just to watch them fade. No matter what we chase, what price we pay, it all comes crashing down day after day. I am the witness to every goddamn fall, every dimension, every fucking call, every fucking call.
I don't know if we need to run or not. It's kind of like we're there. I mean, we might as well get Yuya back in party. She's not a great caster, but she can have this bows.
Something shakes within flame as I watch it dance and sway, like a portal opening wide.
Block abilities, exploding death.
I burn at both ends of infinity till nothing of myself remains in me. The children gather round in rings, their voices pure but something stings. Ancient words they shouldn't know, carving patterns down below. I burn at both ends of infinity till nothing of myself remains in me.
This looks good. Damage 400. Not like it's very armor.
I burn at both ends of infinity
price is set. The flame consumes
Interesting.
what I forget,
yeah.
fracturing into countless parts. My essence scatters to the dark. The ritual claims its sacrifice. As reality starts to slice, I'm burning both infinity till nothing of myself remains in me. The hours flash and go, the truth was always known.
This one isn't doesn't
I
really
am
works.
the vessel, I am the key, I am the frame that sets it free.
First aid. 500. If I drop it still will be working, right? So
I crawl through chambers deep below,
Holy totem.
where ancient stone meets metals rust. Your
This is empowered by the ring.
fills
This
the
is not.
spaces
So
here.
not spending.
A primal force I've learned to trust. Your world becomes my meditation. Your world becomes my liberation.
Oh, but it's in summon and then six. Probably that will be interesting. Maybe while sucks. So this one is not good. This one is just good. That one will be securing more people. Maybe I should empower a little bit more. I'll get this. As well as roll drains folks. Yeah. So we'll keep it for now. Oh, is she so slow?
Yes.
Oh, we kind of. Alright. Oh.
Here we are. Now destroy that bloody room.
Couldn't we at least study it first? I mean, we don't know what.
Are you dead? Destroy it!
Alright. Take care of it now. But I need privacy.
Are you trying to trick me, dwarf? I swear, if you...
Fine, come then. Come and keep shouting at me all you like. Because that's the best way to ensure I'll make a mistake and have that rune cause your sister's brain to explode.
Alright. You'll get your privacy. I'll go find a bed for Myra in the meantime. She needs water and food.
Alright, here we are.
Iskander, what's the matter?
I won't do it.
What?
You heard me. I will not destroy the rune.
You joking? This thing is what's controlling Lady Myra.
Yes, it is, but there's something I haven't told you. Something I only found out a week ago.
Yes?
The Shapers. I finally understand their secret. Why they persisted for so long. Why during their reign there was not a single power who dared to defy them. Not even the dragons. Why there was peace.
The rune.
It all makes sense now. The Shapers use these runes to control, to ensure stability.
They enslaved their own people by exerting mind control. Is that what you're getting?
Slave. So a murderer put behind bars is a slave too. No, Tar. They use the runes to protect their empire from its enemies, from outside and from within. Don't you see? This is the reason why there were no wars, no coups, no stupid rebellions. Because the Shapers had the power to correct misguidance. And the best thing about it? The control didn't even suffer. They merely had their views readjusted and continued to live on a normal life.
Lady Myra doesn't seem normal at all. She acts like some kind of machine.
Yes, because neither we nor the Puritans have even come close to comprehending the true power of the rune. We're sodding amateurs.
And you think this is a good thing? Being able to bend minds to your will?
Look, Tar, I'm not stupid. I know there's a danger in that power, but there's a danger in every power. Blasted, you're a mage. Thousands of people would like to see you born. And just because they're afraid of that power inside you, your magic, just like the rune, it's a tool. Don't you see that? And a tool is neither good nor evil. It's merely a potential. This, Tar, this is the potential to change the world for the better.
What about the ghosts who protected this place? They seem to have gotten more than a little readjustment.
Yes, probably because their crimes required a more severe punishment. Isn't that poetic justice? Rather than killing a wrongdoer who's bound to protect those who want to hurt. Just imagine the potential of this.
So what's your plan? Use the rune to create a second Shaper Empire?
No, use it for the greater good. For us, for our purpose. For our battle against that lunatic Lacane. Damn it, Tahar. This might be the key that I've been looking for. The key for stability, for peace. I will not destroy it.
Iskrim, calm down. There has to be another way.
No, there isn't.
Iskrim, you've said it yourself. With Myra's current state of mind, she cannot help us win over the other houses. And without them, we'll never recapture Greykeep. Lacane will win. Please. You have to trust me with this. The rune must be destroyed.
Fine. Fine. But I'm doing this for you. You understand me? I will destroy it. But as soon as there's time, I will start my research again. And no, you cannot stop me. Agree with me or not, I know this power can do good. I just know it.
Okay, we keep the going with it.
It's done. Go see after Lady Myra at the heart. I need time.
Magic arrow. Just warding that? Well, I do hear the GPU blowing like crazy. Look at them flying.
Taha, what happened? Did the dwarf destroy the room?
He did.
I see. Well, something's off. Myra, she's different.
What did you see?
down there. I don't know. I feel strange,
Pulled apart
cold.
piece by piece.
See? That bloody room did something to my mind.
Can't connect to your signal anymore.
Lady
Like you
Lyra,
lost on a
what do you mean by
different
cold?
shore.
Dark, empty. I don't know how to describe it.
Tell
Forgive
me
me.
what made
So
you
you remember who you are, don't you?
Tell me what made you break. From the depths to the sun.
Third-hand daughter of House
While the rest stayed awake. Stayed awake. Stayed awake.
But we destroyed it.
That's my point. Her mind. It must have suffered permanent damage. None of this should happen. None of it. Myra,
Swimming as one.
you should get some rest.
Before your
Things
thoughts
might be
came
different tomorrow.
undone.
Yes, brother.
Through the black,
As
through
you
the
say.
blue.
Come. Let us call you
Turned
companions.
into you.
There's things that need discussing.
Can't decode what you're trying to say. Like your voice speaks a different way.
To heart,
Hello, Myra. How?
Tell me what
Are
made you
you?
run.
I don't know.
Tell me what made you break.
I wanted to talk about your
Depths to
condition.
the sun.
That room changed so
While
many
the
things.
rest stayed away.
Can you describe it?
Everything has turned gray, dark. I feel like a stranger in my own body, a puppet, without someone to pull the strings anymore. I try to feel, but I can't. I suppose this is what it adds up to.
Are you feeling like it's getting better?
No.
I'm sorry. If we had come sooner, then maybe, I don't know, maybe it wouldn't be as bad now.
I doubt that would be the case, but I appreciate your efforts to comfort me.
I'll be off. Get well soon, Myra.
I'll do my best.
From our mind, leave us warm, far behind. But I still hear
Corporal?
you
Need anything?
through the cold.
I've been wondering. Do you have any heirs?
Tell me what made you
That question came unexpected.
Tell me what made you
Is it so hard to answer?
It is.
from the depths
No.
to the sun.
I don't understand.
While the rest stayed away.
Say, sister.
How come?
Well, I'm afraid to understand my answer. I need to go back. You see, I had always known what my life would look like, long before it became what it is. You see, House Arendir is one of the eldest of Northampton. The role of every Arendir had already been chosen the moment he or she was given birth to. For me, it was always clear that I would be the Lord Marshal of the Royal Army.
So your parents forced you to do this?
Let me put it this way. It was my duty. Of course, I could have rebelled, but even back then, I'd already come to realize that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few. Sure, I too had had my share of bold dreams, but betraying my parents and the realm had never been an option.
Barefoot on burning
Being a royal commander sounds an awful lot like a boyhood dream to me.
I guess it does. But you need to keep in mind, we Arendirs were raised. I knew from the start that military path had little to do with the tales of brave knights in shining armor from the poems and the plays. People, especially you, are afraid of what they don't have. The fisherman's daughter might dream of life as a princess, whereas the princess aches for the charming vagabond who takes her to the exotic place, far away from her life, etiquette, stern face governance, and arranged marriage.
The bones beneath my feet were waves. The bones beneath my feet were waves. Waves.
So, you're looking for something else too.
From time to time, yes, sir.
And I'm
You see, one of my uncles had been a senior. His branch of the family was by far the least powerful. But whenever he came to visit, he didn't leave his side. He'd sail to Calais, to meet with the blood, to imperial, the great Colosseums, the markets, He had even sailed all around the lands of winter. You can imagine, for me as a boy, his stories were a lot more exciting than my lessons in math, history, and politics. More than once after his visits, I found myself wondering what it would be like to just pack my bags, enlist on one of the trade ships, and see all those marvels my uncle had told me about myself. Foolish fantasy, of course, but still, it existed.
Is your uncle still alive?
No. His ship ran aground when I was 14 years old.
But yet, you never seriously contemplated becoming a seaman.
No. I was young, yes, but I wasn't a fool. Even if duty and loyalty had not been a concern of mine, I knew that my uncle only told me about the good parts of his life. He never spoke of how a snowstorm cost him 3 of his fingers, and why he always carried a bottle of brandy wherever he went.
You should have given it a try. We only get one shot at life.
Well, thank you for your advice. Either way, we digress.
I still don't understand why becoming the Lord Marshal stopped you from having a family.
It was a choice. I probably don't even tell you this. With love and marriage are as much a duty as any other. You cannot be a good husband or a good wife if you don't commit to become. And the same goes for parenting. And the higher I rose, the more I realized that people in my position whose decisions affect the lives of tens of thousands can and should only have one commitment.
Their duty.
Yes. That sounds dramatic, but it's the truth. I chose not to have a family because the realms, my wife, and his people were my children. Allowing somebody else in my life was meant to train others.
But there are commanders that have families.
And they have them at an expense. If wife taught me anything, then it's that excellence requires absolute dedication. With the responsibilities that I have, I simply cannot allow myself to be distracted.
What about the Arendir bloodline? Who will carry on your name if you don't have an heir?
My sister, Mike.
But isn't she a widow?
Yes. Her husband, Lord Uhtred, died in Mage Wars. But she's still young. Once we've ended this madness, I will encourage her to look for a new, suitable partner.
That sounds sad.
Maybe. But we've wasted enough time. You wanted an answer, and that is it. Is there anything else you want?
I'll be leaving now.
All right.
Absolutely warmonger. I think it's good news. Amelia, I believe. Yeah, and we have Amelia.
Saw you at the arcade last night, button mashing with all your might. Couldn't take my eyes off the screen, or the way you made it look so clean. Something about your player's style made me wanna stay for a while. Got me feeling like press start right from the very start. Level 1, just begun. Can't believe what you've done to me. Got my pulse racing fast. Hope this feeling's built to last. Every heart is binary code. 2 players on this road, breaking records, scoring high.
But
Together we can touch the sky, touch the sky.
really,
me
But
crazy.
if I had Guardian
How you
Grace, I'm
dodge and
going
weave with
to
grace. Put that smile
double
upon your
level.
face.
And you will get
Each
ability
token
card.
step brings me close
And then
to the thing I want the most. Your initials next to mine on every dotted line. Power up,
work like
can't
this
slow
and
down.
then go.
Love is spreading all around. Extra life when you're near. Everything becomes so clear. Every heart is binary code. Two players on this road, breaking records, soaring high.
Then you
Together we
need
can
to
touch the
raise
sky.
focus.
In this pixelated world we found, every beat makes my heart pound. You're the player that I've waited for. Perfect match down to the core. Every heart is binary code. Two players on this road, breaking records, soaring high.
And you will
Together
do
we can
focus
touch
training.
the sky. Touch the sky.
Interesting.
Still don't have this force. One. Might of Giants and Mastercraft Armor.
Interesting.
Yes?
Let me take.
Of course. Take all the time you need.
Everything took very travel. You have my attention.
Tandai Tahar. Come to trade?
Let's push this guy a little bit.
Yes, Tahar. Looking for a skilled engineer?
16K. Yeah, probably one bit. Archon. Oh yeah, also. Good help. 59. Then something else with anything else. Maybe double box rings, etc. Doesn't matter.
Let me see.
At the point, doesn't matter. Who is it? Rowan? Right, Rowan. But no,
also a course of action. As I've hinted at already, there are two more problems we need to take care of before we can gather to convince the other royal houses to join forces with us and conquer the Great King.
Lacane's Iron Ones and the Leonida forces.
Iron ones? You mean these giant walking armors?
Yes. We need to destroy the place where the Purity manufactures them. And we need to eliminate Amaria Leonida, who has allied herself with the Harbinger.
House Leonida has the strongest army in Nortander. Wouldn't it be wiser to forge the alliance with Wolfgar and Hallett first and then deal with them?
It would. Leonida is controlling the borders. In other words, until we've taken care of her and the Iron Man, we couldn't move the Wolfgar or Hallett forces, even if they agreed to an alliance.
Amaria Leonida allied herself with the Harbinger? Why?
Because she's probably the most ardent follower of the Purity's teaching. She was the first truly influential Nortandian to repent when Lacane's new religion was founded, and also the first to declare her unconditional loyalty after Lacane showed his true face and took over Greyfoe.
Could that also have something to do with what happened during the Mage War? That your sons fell in the last battle against my father?
Pretty sure it has. Did you know that she attempted to commit suicide? That was only months after the Queen put an end to the harvest too. So yes, her loyalty to the pure almost certainly is the bosses. She also despises her as a son of Tahar's child from the bottom of her heart.
That's not good. How do you plan to neutralize her? We can't just move our army into Leonida territory. That would be suicide.
Well, that's where we got lucky. Amaria Leonida has taken up position in the army.
In the marshlands? Why?
My guess is as good as yours, but I suppose it has to do with your father's laboratory. I doubt Lacane is done with it.
So, Amaria is leading the army herself. How? I didn't know she knew about warfare.
Word has it that the Harbinger has granted Amaria a gift, token of gratitude and loyalty, magical power, maybe even a part of this archfire energy. No, I don't know if these rumors are true. You have to consider them when we make our plan.
Wow. Seems like this would be quite the battle.
Indeed. Which is why we need good strength.
Any idea what these Iron Ones actually are? Golems?
No, I doubt it. They have the magical signature of a human. I guess we'll need to find out.
Yes, though I'm fairly certain the Harbinger's new magic is to do with the Archfire.
But if that's the case, how are we supposed to deal with them?
According to my scouts, there is a place where they're being created by whatever unholy power is behind this. It seems that this smelter, if you want to call it that, is in the Windwall foothills.
So we travel the Windwall and burn down that factory. Is that the plan?
Yes. It's a simple task, but it won't be easy. We can be sure that the Purity is doing all in their power to protect it.
Fair enough. Then let's start making preparations.
Good. I'll be here if you need me.
Huh?
I'm still wondering what made you leave Kalea and travel the world to study demonology.
You're not letting this one go, are you? Alright, if your life depends on it, I'll tell you. To make it short, I grew up in the slums of Kalea. A shithole if ever there was one. Just imagine an entire quarter made up of half-ruined shacks with the smell of shit and piss everywhere. And way too many people. Then add the tropical heat to it and you've got the place I grew up in. My father had left right after I was born. My mother is what you call a day laborer. Though the days when she wasn't laboring outweighed the ones when she did. Whatever job there was, she took it. Even if it was cleaning the shit out of Kalayan canals. She worked hard, but it just wasn't enough. We lived in a windowless room and I shared a bed with my mother for the first 14 years of my life. Long story short, after a while my mother simply couldn't cover the expenses anymore. The rent for our room went up, and the jobs became less and less. Since the Mage Wars in Nortander also affected the trade in Kalea. So my mother looked for someone to help her out, and found one. A man named Creo. He was a loan shark who had it all. A stupid name and a shady beard. 2 lackeys who followed him wherever he went. And above all, a complete lack of what other people would call decency.
I think I can see where this is going.
Sure you can. It's not the most unique of stories, is it? To cut to the chase, 1 year later we were in massive debt. Creo suggested my mother another way of making up for it. You can fill in the blanks. I was just too weak. Over and over, this fucking bastard came. Had my mother tell me to go for a walk. And every time I had no choice but to obey. Do you have any idea how it feels to heart? To be that powerless? I remember one day I looked in the mirror and realized how much I hated the boy I saw. I hated his body with all its frail bones, his small arms, his bloodshot wet eyes. And that's when I decided to change them. So the next time he came, I fought back.
How did that go?
What do you think? He beat me up. It was the same next time and the time after that. At first he found it funny. But after the fourth time he threatened to kill me. The only thing to stop me from doing it was because my mother begged me to. And I had only made it worse. On my 14th name day I left home and joined up with the Chilean sand prowlers. My mother begged me not to go. But I just couldn't. Standing there and watching this fucking bastard walk into our room again and again whenever it felt like it. I just couldn't. Dying would be better than staying. The way I figured it was that if I earned enough money to pay Mother's debts, Creo would leave her alone. Once I was strong enough, I'd come back. Wait for him to show up again. And then, well, you can imagine the rest.
I think I can. So who were these sand prowlers?
A group of mercenaries. They took me in and trained me. And even though they were skeptical at first, I quickly realized that my determination made up for what my body was lacking. When I was 16 and I discovered my magic, one of their leaders made me his apprentice. The arcane universities are a shithole made up of boy-loving old geezers who care more about how you wear your hair than about your magic. I'll tell you the real thing. And that she did.
Was that sand prowler mage also who introduced you to demonology?
What? No, she was a mediocre mage at best. The most powerful thing she could do was lighting someone's hair on fire. Though of course she didn't see it that way. After 1 year I was already stronger than her, and I started my own studies.
What about your plan to pay your mother's debts? Did that work out?
Well, I thought so at first, but we'll get there.
What was it like to work with the sand prowlers?
Well, if you were hoping for stories of sex, adventure, and intrigue, I have to disappoint you. Most of it was nasty stuff. Fighting in wars which you knew were wrong. Beating up people who were practically helpless. But then again, the Chilean guard was no better than that. It was a case of pick your poison.
Huh. So did you ever return to your mother?
Of course. On my 18th name day. I had wanted to return earlier, but a contract had me kept overseas for a lot longer than I had expected. Sorry. It's strange to talk about it.
What happened?
My mother. She was gone. Her room had been cleared out, and the neighbors told me she passed away unexpectedly just 3 weeks before I arrived. Her heart just stopped beating.
I'm sorry.
Why? It was a natural death. She was old when she gave birth to me, and the life on the Chilean streets isn't forgiving. In other words, it was bound to happen. I went into the room and looked for our stash. A small casket under the floorboards. I found it, opened it, and saw all the money I'd sent her over the years.
So...
She never used it to pay Creo as I instructed her. I have no idea why, but my best guess is that she thought it was mine since I earned it. She was that kind of person, you know? No matter how hard fate punched her in the face, she clung on to her ideals. Always did what was right rather than what was good for herself. And look what she got in return.
Did you ever visit her grave?
I did, but it was a mass grave. Dozens of corpses, all piled onto each other, and some earth shoveled on top of it. I threw up when I saw it, and never came back after that.
What about Creo?
Well, as you can imagine, I went to look for him. Right after I was able to think straight again. But he was gone.
Where?
I don't know. I asked everywhere and everyone who could know, and they either didn't or gave me different information. After a while, I gave up.
Why?
Because people like Creo are just a reality we have to deal with. I could have killed him, but what good would it have done? My mother was dead, and no amount of bloodshed and gut tearing could have changed that. The world doesn't give a fuck about your ideals, Tahar. About doing the right thing. That's just the shit we tell ourselves to help us sleep at night. You eat or you get eaten. It's that simple. I wasn't strong enough when I should have been. And that's why I couldn't help her. That will never happen again.
I see where you're coming from, but without ideals, we'd be living in the claws of Nor.
Yeah, keep telling yourself that. To wrap up the story, I enrolled at the university from the money my mother saved for me. Turned out the Sandcrawler mage was wrong. There were some boy-loving professors, but they knew their shit. I studied and practiced until there was nothing left to study. Then I found out about demonology and the power. I quit university, and I've been traveling ever since. Taking jobs as a mercenary here and there, but above all, improving my skills. My last stop was Barber Gore, the summoning devourer.
And what are you after, in the long run?
I don't know. I'll find out when I get there.
Huh. Interesting story. Thanks for your trust, Vera.
Sure. Hope you're happy.
Invoke the Beyond. Area magic summoning. Sacrifice part of life. SpellForce the Great Demon. Wow, fuck yeah. This was worth it. So, yeah, screw that. So, wow, the size of it. Oh, that guy, I've seen it. We fought it already. The guy, not so good resistances. Well, what a demon. Oh well, just a big guy. Not so tough. I mean, if you compare it to this guy. But kind of fast stuff. Yeah, get that.
My stomach's empty, can't turn back now.
Oh, it's even bigger.
Every step that goes through empty halls.
Will do.
They say
Will
this
do.
fruit
Not
could
bad.
feed a whole town. Higher
Maybe we need to
and
scale it
higher
up.
I
Like,
go.
look at this. It's willpower, and you could
Barriers that
just
sparkle
kind
and
of
flow.
almost zero. Willpower.
Something keeps
So,
pulling me on. Even though I know
oh, by the way,
it's wrong.
10,
One
9,
little theft to change it all.
oh,
Maybe
wait.
this time I'll finally break these walls. This very close with magic light, gonna make everything right. Steps behind me, gotta move quick. Guards in armor, their weapons slick. Dodge left, roll right, keep out of sight. Through the courtyard, into the night. Up the stairs, can't catch my breath. One wrong move could mean my death, but I keep running, can't look down. Almost there, just need to grab the
can
crown
give him,
of that
magic
perfect
and-
fruit. So close now, gonna make my family proud. Floating through the palace of light.
Let's see what it does. Defense. Scaling increases attack 10 plus 2.6. Wait, scaling increases lifetime 10 plus.
Guards stop chasing, they see my face. Mom's old pendant
So it
around
does
my
increase
neck.
their armor.
Their eyes eyes wide with pure surprise. The lost child has returned, they say. One little theft that changed it all. Found my way back home behind these walls. This berry showed me who I am. Finally understand.
Corporal Tahar? Corporal Tahar!
Writing this down so I remember.
Wow, well, dude.
Strawberry brought
Not so
me
bad.
What's the matter?
I have news. Bad news.
Report.
The Iron Falcons from Nayanir's Blade. A dragon has appeared in the canyon. An elder.
An elder? You mean?
Yes. From the legends.
What? But they've been asleep for centuries.
Well, apparently not.
Are you sure this isn't a mistake?
Quite sure.
Standing
The
at
Iron Falcons
my
found 3
window.
keepers torn apart and scorched in a way that only a dragon
Against
could.
the blast.
What's even more alarming is that the Falcons believe that said dragon is heading
Their
our way.
voices telling me which
I just don't
way to pass.
What are yours?
But I've
What if the
got
scouts
my
are wrong
own
and the dragon
map
isn't here for
now.
us?
It is a possibility.
Through it with my
We need to confirm the rumor.
But how? I'm only a scout. The way I see it, we only have 2 options. Wait or act. If we wait, the dragon might attack Mulandir without us being prepared. If we act, at least we're the ones who decide where the confrontation will happen.
You have a point. Where's the dragon now? Is it?
I don't think so. According to the Falcons, it's landed in a small oasis in the scorching desert. A 1 or 2 day journey from Nayanir's Blade. What will you do, Corporal?
Their words fall at
I know this war is hard to taking up all of your resources, but we cannot just stand by and watch while that creature comes at us, can we?
Been too long just waiting for the storm to fall.
I'll travel to the oasis and see for myself.
I
But
understand.
I found
You
myself
tell the others?
I'll do it when we head out. Dismissed, Private.
Sir.
The wind speaks louder when you learn to trust your soul. Trust your soul. Hate these skies
Yes, Corporal?
myself.
How can I help?
No one tells me
Would you be
when
willing to tell me more about yourself?
You seem to be quite adamant about this, aren't you? Fine. If you insist. What do you want to know?
How close were you and her exactly?
That's hard to say. We had sex in all those 5 years. She never left my side. So some people might have considered us lovers, but I'm not sure we ever felt that way towards each other. You see, I don't feel emotions the same way other people do. And neither did Nyla. The feelings the bards all sing about, I never had them. And I doubt I am capable of feeling them at all. This bond we had it because we were alike. Because she understood me and I understood her. Without saying a word. And I doubt I will ever have that feeling again.
When you say you were alike, what does that mean? That she also hardly felt emotions?
Yes. But whereas for me it had been becoming a dream maker that had made me feel real, Myla had simply been born that way. There was no logical reason for her condition. It was just what fate or the gods had given her.
I understand.
Maybe you do.
What was she like?
That's a difficult question to answer. Compared to me, I would describe her as more cheerful, more talkative. She enjoyed the company of other people far more than I did. Of course, that conviviality was mostly a charade. Her interest in other people was genuine, but it was mainly because she wanted to study them. It was almost as if, until the very end, she believed that she could somehow overcome her nature. Of course, it didn't work.
Was she an assassin as well?
She was, yes.
How did she... I mean, How did it happen? The blood ring.
Well, I presume you are familiar with how the disease progresses, so there's no need to explain this part. As for when and where, we were with a small caravan near Everlight, on our way back to Greyfell. We had made camp in a small forest when the symptoms first showed. An old man, one of the caravan leaders, started coughing blood. I think everybody saw it. They all acted as if they hadn't. From that point on, it went straight to him. Almost 3/4 of the group were infected. And by the next day, a young boy had blood running from his eyes. Do you know what's strange?
What?
Up until that point, I didn't even consider the fact that mine was infected as well. The thought just didn't ever cross my mind.
How did you find out?
A blister. On the third morning after that night in the forest, she took a bath in the nearby river and I saw it. That was it. I knew what would happen. And so did she. I insisted on riding back to Everlight and looking for a healer. An irrational thing to do. And I knew it. But I figured that a chance was better than none. But she wouldn't have it. I want to tell life when it's over. Not the other way around. That's what she had always told me. And that night, it turned out she meant it.
She took her own life.
Yes. When I returned to the camp that night, I found a letter where she told me to meet her at a nearby clearing. I did. And found her, laying on the grass, hands crossed behind her head, as if she was watching the moon. There was an empty bottle next to her, and I immediately recognized it. It was the merciful slumber, the most painless of poisons at our disposal. When you drink it, it's almost like falling asleep, very slowly. She was smiling, and she faded away.
How do you feel about her decision?
How should I feel? It was her decision, and it was the most rational choice to make. Dying of the blood burn is incredibly painful, and she avoided that pain. Her last memories were ones of peace.
Every heart beats a war drum tonight. Every wound is a hymn.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry for your loss.
Thank you. Anyway, is there anything else you wanted to ask?
Is the ball target in the Archmage area? And but if they mark, we have twice stainless slaves. What a bullshit abilities. So that getting her point. Alright, we unlocked all abilities. Wow, we
I wake up with salt on my skin. Though the ground is dry, something calls from far.
Question mark, do we have fresh supplies?
Come to trade?
We don't.
Still pulls at empty seas.
We don't have that.
Still pulls at empty seas. Every time I close my eyes, I hear your voice beneath the sand.
Requires these group.
Moon still pulls at empty seas. Moon still pulls at empty seas. Rename the waves now dust. Swallows the moon's last cry. I take my hands into the earth, searching for what used to
One
be.
moment. And
Still pulls at
can just forget about it. I'll let this go.
Still pulls at empty seas.
Who's that in college? She could in college. It's Will. And these guys.
Time cannot erase
Yes?
what the soul remembers, what the wind carries back. The moon still pulls at empty seas. I stand alone upon these dunes, watching patterns shift below. The moon still pulls at empty seas. The moon still pulls at empty seas. Still calls at empty seas.
So, what's the plan?
Yeah, we'll be fine.
By the water's edge today, something feels a bit off key. Sun above, but still I say,
Yes.
am I awake or still asleep?
There you are. Tahar, I found something incredible. What is it? Remember how I asked you for permission to examine your mother's body? Undergas and I did that yesterday.
I hope you know that wasn't an easy decision for me.
Yeah, Tahar, I know. And believe me, we were respectful. Save for that strange stasis, her body's still unscathed.
Or still asleep, the truth I cannot keep.
So, were you able to learn anything?
We did, and this is what I'm so excited about. That jewel in the front part of her cranium. At first, we thought it was simply an ornament to mark her as a member of the priest caste, but it's more than that. It has magical properties.
But it's still an ornament, isn't it? She wasn't born with it.
No, she wasn't. As I said, the different castes had different ornaments worked into their bodies, and while the ornaments of the lower castes were probably just adornments, those of the higher castes were actually magical.
What kind of magical properties?
It's somewhat similar to the Harbinger's rune. It's essentially a magical talisman that made them smarter and stronger. Long story short, despite her spirit being gone, the ornament still seems to be active. I think we could remove it.
Isn't that dangerous?
I'm close to certain it isn't. The ornaments are really just jewelry, like a ring, only woven into the flesh. I think we can remove it without causing your mother's body any harm. But then again, there's no way of knowing for sure.
And what for?
As I said, June is magical. If you wear it, say, as a talisman, it could increase your magical powers significantly. It could really help us in our fight against Lacane.
Ethical problem. We can give it back anytime.
All right, do it.
Of course. Give me a moment, will you? Shouldn't take long. All right, Tahar. It worked. Here, take a look. Can you feel it? It's amazing.
And you're sure you didn't damage your body?
Pretty sure. Removing the jewel only caused a small wound, and I stitched it up right away. She'll be fine. Now, take a look. Do you feel that energy?
But I can't shake this rigid rule. Nothing's
You're right.
quite what it
It's immense.
Well, I guess now we know why the lower castes revered the priests as gods. Telepathy, magical ornaments, they were almost superhuman, so to speak. Either way, I think it'll help you on the field. Thanks again for your trust, Tahar.
We're still asleep.
Focusing for this per second. Ambulance.
Well,
Just give the word.
What do we need?
Oh,
Yes?
Leech demise. Well, she will be making queens with this bow. It's okay. Leech 20. Oh, we could have go through. Yeah, sure, we'll reskill her. I mean, we need this, but we don't need this. Let's reskill her a little bit. Wouldn't do. Right. So revivals are up and up. Here we have Rise and Humane. 10 seconds attack speed. It's like when there is 6 so I can do it very far. Like 100 anyway. Almost doubles. Again, mid-range, very late. That's good. Oh, stats. Right. So this is for Constitution. Boom. This 9 goes.
I am the mist of 10,000 breaths. I am the shield that never rests.
Willpower.
Night creatures test my bounds, but cannot break my wall. I wrap the children sleeping while elders stand tall.
This one doesn't, this one doesn't. Scales, Dark and Power.
The drums pulse deep below, the whistles pierce the air.
Target.
I hold them all within me now, a shelter born of prayer. I am the mist of 10,000 breaths. I am the shield that never rests. When they sing, I manifest. Through countless nights, through endless storms, their voices make me strong. I am the mist of 10,000 breaths. I am the shield that never rests. When they sing, when they breathe, when they believe, I manifest.
Upon getting the market target, what target is market? I don't see anything. Well, she have a range now. Changed, right? Range 20. Attack range plus 24%, so should be about 25, 24. One quarter.
Trace the lines where water flowed before it went away. Do the vice, we made the waves. Esa dupina by you, I just.
Next one increases the damage even more.
Salt beneath my feet, memories fade like rain. We are the last who know the sea, who taste its name.
I can get healed in this path. It's actually nice to reset her abilities. Like my are full mage, this is full mage, this guy. I don't think he can. Does he have some dex? Yes, he does. Sure, that's fine. But probably we can reset it more like power. Is good. That's one. Kind of three decks. I mean like 5 decks inspired. 4 decks here, 5 decks here. It's just kind of a decks. He might be like training through the constitution strengths and willpower. I don't know. Without
We stand as one,
dexterity.
hearts beat in time. Our voices rise into the night. Can't look behind, must hold the line
Where is this rockets?
until the dawn. Our strength align. Stand with me now. Breathe as we say words that protect.
So, right now, from the all high, we
Through
found
darkest times, never let go. Our voice is strong.
from the all high, we found out scroll.
The air grows
Since
thick
we now can
with every word.
see
Our voices blend, nothing disturbed. Keep standing tall, don't break the chain. Our breaths unite, again, again. Stop, strike, rise. Feel the earth shake. Stop, strike, rise. Keep us awake. Stand with me now. Breathe as we say words that protect. Night after day, through darkest times, never let go. Our voice is strong. This is all we know. It's all we know. Forza Santos, mira rayo.
what are those gray dots?
Mira
Random
rayo.
peoples? Alright. So we now need to go. What? Vision, perseverance, self-aware. Okay. 99. Full all targets towards the target completion. Wow.
What is it?
Alright. That's a badass sort of stuff. Range 15. It's rumored to have been some of the hard primary weapon used by force. Well, if anything, we really know what we need to the eye. The eye. And, if I'm not mistaken, it's kind of beautiful to have this now our next step would be either the eye, wind wall with heals, or scorched desert. And the thing is that we need to prepare for something. And I'll be honest, that's not only actually prepare by the gameplay. We will. Right now we will be able to shoot very fast from far away and summon, devour any demon both into the battle. Well, but this will be now a crazy amount of dish out damage and upgrade stats. You see, there is one particular thing that I wish to get from the sports ship. I want to obtain 2 items out of there, or maybe even more than just 2 items. And for that, we will need a simple thing. See, we have this wyvern hide, and I remember there was some sort of dragon scales or something else. Maybe this spark of vessels, something will be used as the source material for crafting that. And the quality of outcome, it just depends on how good we will perform and how lucky we are maybe as well. Don't about sure. We will try to do our best. But that, as you can already see, the game glitching again. So we need to